painting the walls.
Are you enjoying the golf course?
The story that Amber Heard gave was just fantastical, that she was having to walk through broken glass and dragged across a table with glass all over it. Her skin was shredded and her feet had cuts over it, and that this was a 3-day hostage situation.
But don't forget the mash and the birds and the steak.
The way in which Amber Heard gave her evidence in court, it does appear
Crazy
that
bitch.
she wasn't telling the truth.
My reasoning, which maybe wrong, should be learned all
How big a piece of skin are you looking for?
Not only had she the means to leave the house, she only had to open, I think, the French windows and exit the building. There was also a recording that was, I think, 5-hour recording that was made by a device which apparently accidentally recorded what was going on.
Accidentally.
Right. He breakfast last. I mean, sure, don't look from missed Destiny Bond's phone. She admits to me. She threw off. She first.
Oh look, pool table. Not ping
And
pong.
what you can hear from the recording and what was in the transcript of it supports the suggestion that we always said, that Amber Heard started an argument at one point and that there were no real injuries to her. There was a very real injury to Johnny Depp.
She threw a vodka bottle at me. My hand was resting on the marble of the bar like that. And the first bottle went just past my ear. And the second one was a larger bottle, and she threw it from about this distance. It smashed into the bar, which and this finger, who I now call Little Richard,
That's not funny.
the tip of the finger was severed, and all the bone in here was completely shattered. I mean, it looked like Vesuvius.
Let me go get some pants and then I'll bring back.
And then I got infections. I ended up with MRSA twice, so it's very complicated. I was trying to just get the finger back, and then deal with the insanity of having had my finger chopped off by this woman that I was married to.
Emergency operator 278. Hi, I need to report an assault right now happening at 849 Broadway. Okay, so what did she say, that this guy was assaulted her or hit her? Physically assaulting her, yeah. Okay. Her name? Amber.
In May of 2016, just before they split up, when Johnny Depp returns to his flat where Amber is still living with her friends surrounding her, he is meant to have thrown a phone at her. And he leaves LAPD, turn up.
Hello. Officers. How you doing? Doing all right. You guys had somebody come out here earlier? Yes, we did. Okay.
And instead of making the complaint, she goes into a room and takes photographs and some photographs of the injuries she said she suffered.
He's yelling at me, he's screaming let's see how hard I hit you, and and I'm screaming at the top of my lungs.
Okay.
Help, please, help. I guess they say call 911. I'm screaming for help, not just in case Io is on the phone, which I don't know because the phone is somewhere after hitting my face. I don't know where it ricocheted and bounced off to, but it's on the floor.
You're supposed to be an
I call
actress, at
people
least
online.
freaking
I
cry.
know, and guess security is somewhere, and even though they never respond when I'm screaming help, ever. I'm screaming help as loud as I can. I also text Rocky previous. It's amping up. He's getting crazy again. Please just, I need you to come over. Because I thought another third party might be, a third party being present helps always to,
Is it your testimony?
calm things.
Is it your testimony, Ms. Hurd? that-
Please.
No.
She's upset. She's upset.
No, she's not.
She's crying and she's upset, Blair.
Crying
How
my
can you possibly force her to answer questions when she's crying and
not
upset?
upset and hasn't requested. Do you
I'm
want to take
requesting
a
on her
break,
behalf.
Ms. Hurd?
Yes.
Yes.
Let the record reflect Mr. Carter's answering for Ms. Hurd, yes, and Ms. Hurd has responded yes. We'll take a break.
Yeah, we'll just come in and just check. We need to make sure everybody in here is okay, and then we.
I have a call for you.
So we just need to come in and make sure that everybody's okay.
There were two officers from the LAPD who attended Johnny and Amber's
Wow.
flat.
Look at that
Okay.
trashed apartment.
You're all good? Nobody else is in here?
They found nothing at all, none of the marks, none of the injuries that she suggested was present.
Who's Amber? Okay. Johnny is definitely not here. He's not here? Okay.
Probably like 2 hours ago.
Did you ever tell any officers at your house on May 21, 2016, that Johnny Depp had ever done anything wrong to you, that night or before?
You're asking me if I've told them?
If you told them on May 21, yes.
Again, I said to them, I decline to give any statement at this time, as per the advice of my counsel.
Did the
They
police...
did make a comment to me about it seeming unsafe. That's why they needed to check the apartment. They made a gesture to my face. They said that I looked hurt. They also pulled me aside and said, look, just say a statement. We can make sure you're safe. Just say a statement or give us a statement and we will get the guy. And they said the exact same thing to Josh.
Is it your testimony that a police officer on May 21 told you that it appeared you looked hurt?
He or she gestured, I can't remember which one, to my face and said, we can tell you've been hurt or you don't look good or something to that effect, but I don't remember the exact words they used.
All right, cool. Everything all good then?
No, it's good.
All right.
Thank you.
Well, if you guys need anything else, just call us back. You have a good night.
One of the very interesting features of the case is that at no point did she make a criminal complaint or even go to the hospital where the injuries she said she suffered could have been easily documented and there would have been no argument to be had.
Did you ever report to any law enforcement authority other than the police your claims that he did these things?
No, I attempted as best as I could to hide this and keep our lives as private as possible, and I did what a lot of, I guess, women do, try to protect him.
Amber Heard said she didn't want the publicity, she didn't want to make a complaint. But it's a very strange answer in circumstances where she did make a call straight away to her publicist, and only 6 days later she went to court when she, as the evidence shows, she didn't need to go to court, just to turn up and file her restraining order, surrounded by paparazzi and with the most prominent appearing bruises.
A pimple.
And our case was very much that she had manipulated the photographs. Two photographs taken almost exact same time looked completely different.
Did Johnny brutalize you?
Amber, did Johnny pay you to stay quiet? Amber.
Amber, how are you feeling?
Amber, are you the doctor? Amber, what do you have to say to Johnny?
Just after the restraining order which Amber Heard obtained, she goes to his hotel room in San Francisco where she asked to see Johnny Depp. Now, the restraining order says he is not to come within 100 yards of her, and yet she turns up on her own to a hotel room where he is. The tape recording was made by her, not by him. He wasn't aware of it. And one of the first things she does is to ask him to hug her.
Is this how you wanted to end? Is this how you wanted to end? I don't understand. Is this what you want?
Yo. Oh, no, a hug will save it all. All this, everything you just mentioned.
I just wanted to touch you.
Really, after all this shit you just said?
I just wanted to give you a hug. Yes, please stop. Please stop. Please, I just wanted to hug you and say bye. I didn't want to get in bad.
And he says, why on earth would I want to hug you when you said all of this shit about me? Which was a reference, obviously, to the allegations which have been made public.
I gave you everything I did. I did everything I could do to make you happy. It was you don't want me.
I don't want it. I wanted you. I did so want
Oh,
you.
you fucking love me. You don't fucking love me.
I did. I used to love you so much.
Yeah, you used to. Well, keep it the past tense, kid. Call it, write it off a mistake. Mistake.
But what happens afterwards is just so bizarre in circumstances where someone has said, you have been so violent, I fear for my life, and I want the whole world to know, and I don't want you to come anywhere near me. And that is that she gets tired and she asks if she can go to sleep in his hotel room, in his bed. And she invites him into the bed. And he declines.
Okay, get out. You are leftover, fucking over-the-hill stripper. That's all you'll ever be. See this shit, what you've done, I can't do it. You're good. Yeah, I am. Oh, hi. I'd like to say hello to David and Paige and say that I love you, and I'm sorry this didn't work.
And he goes and sits in the living room, and this is the evidence he gave. And he puts his head in his hands, and he cries because he cannot understand how he's got to this position where his ex-wife, who is accusing him of all of this nonsense, all of this shit as he describes it, and she doesn't deny, is lying in his bed. And that's, we say, such a powerful point in demonstrating that these allegations were untrue.
What Sasha Vascusi wanted to get across is that this was a pattern of behaviour of a domestic abuser. And throughout the trial, you heard evidence that he had repeatedly attacked Amber Heard.
There was the charming, sober, clean Mr. Depp, who was a joy to be around. And then there was what Mr. Depp called the monster, the man who would be drunk, violent, and disagreeable.
Baby, please, please, please don't let the monster up.
Wait, he told her don't let the monster out.